Aye.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, almost.
You look like you're all set.
Well, I almost wasn't, but
Yeah, Braden called me.
glad you're here.
I happened to be here dealing with AT&T, so
Yeah,
I figured I'd
it'd
call
be a
my
bad
dad.
day to lose our internet connection.
Yeah.
Really bad day.
Well, if you need anything, I'll be here for a few minutes.
Thank you. Okay, we're good.
All right. Good morning to everyone, to the December 30th, 2020 final meeting for 2020 of the PHSC committee. We are meeting via Zoom, and Shelley, would you call the roll, please?
Yes. Chickering,
Here on Zoom from St. Joseph, Michigan.
Volrath,
Zooming in here from Coloma.
Freely.
Present from Baroda Township via Zoom.
Very good. Thank you all. Good time for a cup of coffee, Terry.
Yes.
Shelley, I think our first order of business is we have minutes to approve from November 10th, November 17th, and December 7th. Is that correct?
Yes.
Have the commissioners had a chance to review those, and if so, do we have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion. We approve the minutes.
I would support.
Very good. Shelley, you want to call a roll?
Sure. Volrath,
Yes.
Freeling,
Yes.
Chickering.
Yes. Okay.
Mr. Chairman, you have 3 yeas.
Thank you. We have, as I count them, 5 year-end resolutions from various organizations to wrap things up and prepare for next year. How would the committee like to deal with these? You want to talk through them quickly one by one and then pass them all, or should we treat them one by one? Any thoughts, Dave, Terry?
Do them one by one or all together. Doesn't matter to me. I've looked at them, read them. I have no problem.
Okay. Terry, you
Yeah,
okay?
I've had a chance to review them and didn't have any questions really that popped up.
Very good. I am in the same category. Shelley, would it be acceptable for me to just read off each one and comment on it and approve all 5 of them at the same time?
I believe so.
Very good. Thank you. Okay, so what we are recommending to move forward to the full Board of Commissioners at the 10:30 meeting this morning is resolution ending 2431, which is the annual Michigan State University Extension Work Plan for the coming year. This is an annual event. The next one is ending in 2432, which is the annual education dollars given to the Berrien County Board of Health for the Health Department from SWIMBA for education purposes. The next one is resolution 2433, which is a joint payment of monies from United Way and Berrien County to support the non-motorized trail between Niles and Berrien Springs under the 4x4 Wellness Grant. Next is 2319, which is an agreement from the board or from the health department to provide office space to the sickle cell education organization for $750, which, as Annette would point out, didn't cover the cost of dealing with it. So that one is there, probably an opportunity for improvement in the future. Everyone take note. And And then finally, very important one, ending in 2430, agreement with the City of St. Joseph on our coastal management project. Given that, any questions from any of the commissioners?
No, sir.
Okay. All right, hearing none. Shelley, would you call the roll on the group of five, please?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I was muted,
Oh,
sorry.
We were muted, sorry. Typically, we don't have to have a motion for resolutions when they're just moving to the full board. So, I think just PHSC consensus would be all right if you're okay with that.
That's fine. You'd think after 2 years I'd learn something like that, but
Send them on.
I am a slow learner.
Wow.
Yes, I believe we have consensus, right?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Mr. Administrator, anything else to come our way?
Just a quick couple of images for the board.
Hey,
Oops.
All right, so this is just from, I think about 10 days ago. Triple D Construction or Triple D Excavating has wrapped up their work at the Silver Beach erosion control project. So this is an image that would be facing north. And then real quick, same area, just facing south. So we had a little bit of questions about what the HESCO barriers were going to look like and whether or not they would interfere with views. The contractor and design team did a really good job of getting the additional protection in without sucking up any of the views from the roadway. And the level of work really exceeded my expectation. The contractor did an excellent job of getting in there, moving quickly, and being wrapped by December 15. Their site, their wrap up of the work site, just the quality of work was excellent. So we've got the long-term erosion control barriers down at the southern edge, and then the temporary barriers at the northern edge, and then atop all of that, they've installed additional fill to try and level the area and reclaim some of the beach. So overall, I think a real good project, and we are working now to finalize our agreement with City of St. Joe. We'll be billing them for 50% of the work. So all things considered, I think a real success here.
I would comment, since I walk down and look at my beach and it's experiencing the same thing. This may well be the equivalent of carrying an umbrella to prevent it from raining.
Yeah.
Because as you can see, the lake has receded significantly. I think it's down at least 2 feet. So if we, by this action, cause the lake to recede and go away, money very well spent. Keep up the good work, Brian.
This is one that is real interesting. Over the next year, I think watching some of the lakefront communities on how they're going to handle the next major surge of high water will be interesting. Last week I had a conversation with the supervisor from Chickaming Township, and they're rolling out some new rules that essentially limit the use of hard surfaces for armoring. And I won't be a bit surprised if you see similar action up and down the lakeshore from New Buffalo all the way up to the UP. So it'll be an interesting discussion to watch play out in the next couple of years.
Good. Very good. Excellent. Thank you for the update.
No problem.
Shelley, anything from your end?
I do not have anything else for the committee.
All right. Terry, anything from you?
The only thing that I was thinking, as you know, we're working on broadband initiatives, and hopefully we're going to be having the survey rolling out shortly. But one of the things I would ask any of the commissioners, if you have any of your stakeholders, municipalities, libraries, not-for-profit organizations that do newsletters, if particularly electronically, if you would be able to send those to Brian, would it be best to me or to you? Probably to
Either is
me,
fine.
and I can forward it on. So if you have any email contacts that way that you know an organization does a newsletter, to send that to me via email, that would be hugely helpful. So we can make sure that we're doing as much to reach the public as possible for information.
So it's a great idea. Probably, since we're talking senior centers today, they can be a great source
Yeah.
as well.
Absolutely.
Are you saying you're still sending those out, Terry, or?
So we would be getting ready to do communications with those stakeholders and organizations, but I want to make certain that we're timing this in a way so we're not missing their deadlines to get information into their newsletters for February and March in particular.
Okay,
Good,
very good.
good work.
Thank you.
Dave, anything from you?
Nope. Just hanging out here in a gloomy morning.
It's pretty miserable. And most importantly, our supervisor, Annette, is there anything?
I just want to ask the committee if you guys have any questions about the senior center in terms of appropriation resolution that was kind of pushed out to everybody because it's going to be a full board resolution, or the requisition was a really large list. And I didn't know if you guys had any questions about that we could address. I'll ask the same question of finance when they meet following you guys.
Annette, my only question would be, was there any change from last year?
No, I changed the dates and that was it. So the same things that we required of them in the past is what we're requiring this year.
Very
Or
good.
next year.
Very good. And for Mr. Doucette, one of the things that has been kind of put to the aside with the senior centers is a request from St. Joseph Lincoln Senior Center to re-examine the financial allocation based on population and other factors that got put to the aside, and the commission needs to do something to look into that, I think.
Okay,
Dave doesn't think so.
yeah.
Reasonable people will disagree on this one. So, anything else in that?
No, as long as you don't have any questions, that's all I had.
Good, you can get on to finance then, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yep.
You guys take a deep breath. We'll talk to you in a little while.
See you in a little bit.
Well, before we close out the meeting, I know that this is the last meeting that we will have our leader at the helm here. And I just want to say, Bill, thank you for your service, for your leadership, and for, just helping to keep us on course. You will be greatly missed, and I've appreciated working with you. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Terry. Obviously, having been on admin and chairing finance and now chairing PHSC, no disrespect to those great committees, but since this one's a little closer to home, I've enjoyed these 2 years, and my two patriots on this one immensely. And Shelley's support has been phenomenal. So I appreciate your comments, and I will miss it too, briefly.
Yeah. Well,
So,
nice place warm.
yeah. As you with all those knotty issues, I'll hopefully be warming myself someplace else. So you guys will talk again, and thank you again for all your particular work with this group. I really do appreciate our cohesiveness.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
Great.
Bill and Dave, I left you both a voicemail yesterday. If either of you are available prior to 9:30, I'll give you a quick call.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, the sooner the better.
I'll call you right away, Dave, and then call Bill.
Okay,
Perfect.
sounds good.
All righty.
See you
Thank
in a
you
little bit,
all.
everybody.
Oh, I forgot to check for public comment. Hold on.
Oh, yeah. There is
We've only been doing
public-
this since March, right? I mean, Gosh.
My dog was getting excited. I moved.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Tony Benhart from Sodas Township for Commissioner Chickering. He will be greatly missed with his knowledge and caring for the county. Great job, Bill, and enjoy your retirement.
And my big thanks to Tony. He's been a great supporter and a great guy to work with.
Just gonna check one more time.
I better mute myself.
All right, I think you're good. That was the only one.
Okay. By the way, Adolph is saving me a seat at the back of the room when we finally go back live, so.
Right.
Will you bring your own newspaper?
Yeah, I won't bring donuts though.
I don't think Adolph will ever sit in the back of the room.
All right, thank you all. We'll talk to
Okay.
you at 10:30.
See you in a bit.
Bye.